Good afternoon, guys. Out in Dartmoor again. This time I'm at Tor Quarry. A bit later than I wanted to be here. I'd arranged to start this little trek off at about 2 o'clock, but traffic being as it is, whenever I need to get somewhere, it conspired against me and ended up being a bit late and starting off at 3 o'clock. So this isn't a solo camp today. Some of you may recognise a special guest. Well, I don't know, are you a guest on my video or am I a guest on your video?
We're a guest on each other. That'll do.
This is Daniel
Daniel from KernowCamps.
We've only ever really spoken on Instagram, so I didn't know whether it was Dan or Daniel, never asked. But yeah, I'm in his capable hands today. He's planned out a bit of a route for us to take. We've left the bags in the car at the minute so that we can head out here. We're going to have a wander around and head up, I think it was to King's Tor after we've been here. Then we're going to head back.
Tor Quarry from here and then on to King's Tor and then back to the car.
There we go. Better than I could have said it. And going to pick up our stuff there and then head up and hopefully camp on Greatness Tor as long as the weather doesn't come in too heavily. It's not the best day, a bit rainy, a bit windy, but not as bad as it could be. So yeah, we've just had a wander around the quarry, loads of people down here, some of them having a swim. According to Daniel was saying that Novice Wild Camp, were saying there's leeches in there, so good luck to them. I hope they don't find any tag-alongs when they get out from having their swim. But yeah, that's it for the moment. Just going to have a look around. This is quite interesting for me because I haven't been down to this part of Dartmoor before, so it's all going to be new scenery, which is great. So I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. We're at another quarry now. This is Tor Quarry, and yes, it's pretty cool having these features. You know, the kind of North Moor that I'm normally out and about on. It has, you know, some old, ruined industry and things like that, but I haven't seen much in the way of quarries, which is pretty cool. They are very interesting sort of feature to look at. Lots of people around today. I've seen 4 or 5 people camping so far, and yeah, it's turning into not a bad day, if I'm honest. The weather is looming. It could well open up at any moment and get us all wet, but for the time being, it's a nice breeze blowing. It's nice and clear, good visibility, and yeah, it's turning into a nice little walk. That's King's Tor, all done. Another one to tick off the list. It's quite weird being up there because I've seen a lot of people go to King's Tor, so I've seen lots of videos, so it felt very familiar being up there, even though first time I've physically been up on the tour, so that's cool. We're going to head back to the car now, and I think I might have a cheeky cup of tea, pack up, and then we're going to head off and find ourselves somewhere to camp up for the night. Got back to the car, we're fine, the sun's come out, which is lovely. We stopped for a cup of tea, and we were just starting to pack up, but Daniel's... well, I'm going to have to steer clear of him next time he's using his stove. So we're boiling our water, and he picked his pot up when it was boiling, forgot the handle was hot, and yeah, tipped it all, not all over me, that's exaggerating, got a bit of a splash of hot water. That's fine, but then went to pack up and he took his stove off the gas can, and it, not wanting to exaggerate, but it kind of exploded. The valve went and it was just gas fountaining out of his gas canister. Luckily he's got a spare, so he's just headed back to the car now to get that sorted. So we've got our packs now, had a drink, and we're going to head off up towards Roos Tor and Great Miss. Not sure how long it's going to take, what time we'll end up camping, but we'll take it as it comes, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. we just got to the top of Roos Tor and bumped into Rialobran, sorry. One day I'll be able to pronounce that properly. And there is somebody else around the corner, but in the sense of privacy, I'll get their permission before I film them, otherwise I get in trouble. Yeah, so it's nice. How many YouTubers did it take to climb a hill? It seems like it's 4 at the moment, and a dog. 4 YouTubers and a dog. We're not sure if we're going to camp here or not. We were going to go over to Great Mist Tor, but it might be a bridge too far tonight, we don't know. So it might be Great Staple as a fallback, but we'll see. So we're going to have a mince around here for a minute or 2 and then set off for our next destination. Now, at the bottom of Roos Tor, and the 4th YouTuber that it takes to climb a hill is Karen's Gone Wild.
Hello!
It's great, and it's the first time I've ever bumped into another YouTuber on Dartmoor, and today we've got 3 of them. Was it? There's a joke in there somewhere to do with buses and YouTubers or something. But yeah, it's getting on a bit now, so I'm starting to shiver, and we're going to head up. We've written off Great Mist, a bit too far for this evening, so we're going to head over to Great Staple Tor, and get set up there for the night, get some food on. So I'll catch you up when we're over there. There's the tarp up, so I remembered my guidelines this week, which has made things much better. So yeah, we've got the front guide out now, which is a good thing because it's windier than it was last weekend, so it would have been very flappy tonight had I not had the guidelines. But that's all set up, and I got some more pegs, so all the peg outs are pegged in, which is great. Si and Dan are having a chat around the campfire over there. So you probably saw from the time lapse I was faffing around with the tarp because I was giving it a go setting it up in a different configuration as more of a kind of TP tent with a floor, but I don't think the tarp is big enough. Maybe need to have a hunt around on the internet, see if anybody else has done similar. In my head it would work fine, but there just didn't seem to be enough tarp to have a floor and a roof and still have enough room inside for me to get in, but we'll see with that, because a floor would be nice. It's okay today because the ground's pretty dry despite all the rain that we've had recently, but it should all be good. I got the bivvy again, and I've got the bigger bivvy. Last week the normal Hunka was a bit tight, so I've got the XL this time, so hopefully I'll have a bit more room to wiggle around in. So gonna get some food on now, have a drink, and yeah, enjoy what has turned out to be pretty decent weather, which is nice. It looked a bit iffy for a while, but let me switch him in. Look at that. I mean, it's just gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Can't really argue with that. Such a great view. So we're going to sit up here, fill ourselves up, have a chat, have a drink, and watch the sun go down, I guess. It's got a little bit more chilly, the wind's definitely coming in, and now the sun's dropped. The temperature has gone through the floor, but it's nice though. It's not too bad. I've got my down jacket on, put my merino top on as well. So I'm gonna get over and have some food now. It's a bit later than I thought it was gonna be before we got some grub on, but Si stuck around for a while. He stayed up here and had a brew, so we were just chatting away, 3 of us, about various random topics, and before we knew it, yeah, I don't even know what time it is. Si's walking back down to his car. He's not camping out tonight, so I'm sure there's enough light for him to get back down there. But I am officially starving now, so I just want to give you a quick, I mean, you've seen the tarp. pretty much the same setup as last week. So I've got the bivvy bag. Oh, can't see in so much now that I've tied it down. But yeah, bivvy bag in there with my X-Ped sleeping mat and my Thermarest quilt. Only difference, I've got the XL bivvy bag this week, so I'll have a bit more room. Whoa, a bit more falling over the guy lines. Menu for tonight, you guessed it, expedition foods again. I think, to the double check before I commit. There we go, spaghetti bolognese, which is reversed, I think. And again, the 1,000-calorie version, which is good because it's 10 o'clock and I'm freaking starving. And I've gone back to some granola and raspberries for breakfast because it's expensive, but it's disgustingly nice. I really like that, so I'm looking forward to that in the morning. Yeah, need some food. I did not realise how late it was. Si's fault for keeping us entertained for the last hour or two with his various stories and things. So I'm going to get on and cook that now. I think Daniel's in the same boat as me. I can hear our stomachs grumbling. So let's get some food on. For reasons unknown, the audio for this clip just disappeared. I'm not sure what was going on there, but all I was saying in this clip was that we had a pretty good night. There was a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind throughout the night, but nothing too heavy. And in the morning, the mist and fog had really set in and the visibility was really, really bad. So we just kicked around for a little while, had some coffee and had some breakfast, and just enjoyed the very spooky top of Great Staple Tor. So we're all packed up, ready to go, and yeah, didn't take too long to pack up, which is nice with the tarp. Decided to have another coffee, so that's pushed the time out a little bit, so it's about 7:45 now that we're actually leaving, but we're in no rush, so there's no big issue. Had a quick scout around, not left anything behind, so yeah, gonna have to head off into the fog. We know, it's a pretty straight shot where it's going to be quite hard to get lost from here. Worst case, down the direction we need to go in, there's a river, and so if we do go a little bit awry in the fog when we get to the river, we just got to turn right and head that way, and we'll end up at a road that we can follow back to the car park. So should be able to get back safely, but we've got compasses, maps, phones, all that kind of stuff, so that's probably over dramatising things a little bit. It's been a nice camp all in all. Weather has been pretty decent, and yeah, so we camped right in, I think you can see the one pillar and two pillars, so that's the gateway to the moor where we were camped last night, and yeah, it's been pretty decent. So I'm not sure if I'm going to film anything else because with the fog and everything there's probably not much to look at, and the car is only probably half an hour, 45 minutes walk from here. But if I do see something interesting, I will cut back to it, but failing that, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll catch up with you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.